All right, people. So I hear, of course, the media, a lot of people like to attack Donald Trump, and I hear a lot of lies coming out of people's mouths. So I kind of want to just talk about, 5 things here I see, people saying that are misconceptions or are just not true about Donald Trump. The first one is about Muslims, the ban on Muslims. And this is very important. He did not say a permanent ban. They say in the media, Donald Trump wants to ban Muslims, which is totally, you could say it's true because, he does want to ban Muslims, but temporarily. They don't bring up that point usually. They say, Trump is talking about his ban on Muslims. And that makes it seem like America, he's going to make it so, America never accepts any Muslims ever. No, he says he wants to have it where, no Muslims until we figure out what the fuck's going on. He said, what the hell's going on? But I say, what the fuck's going on? But that's what he said. And that means that he wants to, fix the vetting process. He doesn't want to just leave our borders wide open, especially when we have ISIS, the problem of ISIS, the problem of drug dealers in Mexico and criminals in Mexico. I mean, we all know that place is a hellhole. I mean, you don't see fucking, people taking vacations to Tijuana, do you? No, because it's a fucking hellhole. Even fucking, and the only good place there is basically Cancun. Like I said, it's a fucking hellhole. And even in, I've been to Cancun before. They fucking got people, fucking army guys walking on the beach with my fucking machine guns. I mean, so even in fucking Cancun, it's not like it's the greatest place in the world. I'm fucking, sitting on the beach and I see fucking 3 army guys walking on the beach with machine guns. It's like, yeah, that's a great country. That's a great country. Because they fucking disarmed everybody, so they have to have fucking army guys walking around with guns because the only people who have the guns are the drug dealers. But I digress. That's a side issue. I'm going off now. So that's one. Next one is Ted Cruz and his lies. Ted Cruz kept saying, only fucking 30% of people want Trump as, the nominee. Of course, because there's fucking a lot of people in the race. And then you had Ted Cruz saying, oh, Trump's for Common Core. Trump's for Obamacare. Just total outright lying. I mean, we all know Trump has been saying Common Core sucks. He's going to get rid of Obamacare. But yet, Cruz just comes out and says these things that are totally untrue. Totally untrue. I just cannot believe that the absurdity. They let Ted Cruz. Nobody really attacks Ted Cruz. But yeah, they're all over Donald Trump. But yet you got Ted Cruz out there just blatantly lying. And then you got Cruz saying, "Oh, Trump has $2 billion in free media." Well, he's a fucking front runner. Of course, he has a lot of people covering his shit. And a lot of it's negative, though. That's the thing he doesn't bring up. A lot of it's negative. And then, again, another thing Cruz doesn't bring up is, all the fucking millions of dollars of ads put against Donald Trump. So if you look at the coverage he's been getting, a lot of it's been fucking negative. You turn on the television, if you hear, a so-called journalist or a news reporter talking about Donald Trump, it's usually always negative. So, I mean, Ted Cruz and his lies is just fucking, again, another, just another example of people lying about Donald Trump. Then you have the whole idea of the wall. People are like, oh, he's going to build a wall so nobody could get in or out. He doesn't want anybody coming in. Not fucking true. He said he wants to put a fucking door in the middle of the wall, not literally, but figuratively, to let good people in. But people don't listen to that. All they listen to is he wants to build a wall. And oh my God, a country actually that's going to secure the border. Oh yeah, that's so racist to say we actually want to secure our border. I mean, holy fuck. Yeah, let's just open our borders. Why don't every country just open our borders and let's just have a one world government? That's a great idea, huh? Let's open our border to the hellhole of Mexico and let's just combine with Mexico. Yeah, because the drug dealers will stay out. Nobody, it's all going to be great. Everybody who comes from Mexico is a great person. They're not going to kill anybody, and they're just going to live happily ever after with us Americans. They're not going to leech off the welfare system. It's just going to be a great thing, right? No, it's not. No, it's not. So, and then you also hear people talking, about, and I'll get to that later. I actually got another thing about Mexicans and shit. But, yeah, just another misconception about him saying he wants to build a wall. It's not to fucking keep legal people out. It's to fucking keep the illegals out. Because they're illegal. You can't just walk across this fucking, you just can't fucking walk across the border. You actually fucking have to do it the legal way. And I'm sure there's a lot of shit going on with, if you were legally to come here, I'm sure there's a lot of shit you have to go through, and that probably could be fixed. Because, like I said, the government fucks a lot of shit up. But that should be fixed as well, and I think it should be fairly easy to come here if you're a hardworking person, and you're actually going to bring something to this country that we need. Next one. I hear people talking about his businesses and how he's a bad businessman and how his businesses have failed. The bottom line is he's a fucking billionaire, multi-billionaire. He's made billions of dollars. And when you have a big business like his, you're going to do many fucking jobs. You're going to do many fucking things. And every once in a while, you're going to have something that doesn't work out. That's part of fucking business, people. Do people not understand that? But yet you have all these people out there saying, who are, who think they're experts on it, saying, oh, Trump's a fucking, he got $1 million loan from his father. He turned $1 million into 10 fucking billion, or however many. He says he's worth 10 billion. Who the fuck actually knows? Point is, he's worth billions of dollars. He turned 1 million into billions of dollars. So can, if it's so easy to do that, why not? Then every fucking person, look at his fucking brother. He was a fucking alcoholic. So obviously, it's not that easy, is it? It's not. It's pretty fucking impressive to turn 1 million into billions of dollars. But yet people say, oh, he got a $1 million loan. Well, I mean, he fucking did pretty well for himself, didn't he? And like I said, you're going to have businesses that fail. You're going to have, not businesses, but parts of his business that don't do well. That's part of business. You have things that don't do well. You take losses on things, but obviously you want your profits to be higher than your losses, and obviously his profits are much higher than his losses. Therefore, he is a very successful businessman. And the last one I want to talk about is about him and the Mexicans are rapists. People like to say, oh, Trump thinks Mexicans are rapists, criminals, etc. He said that he was talking about illegals. He was talking about illegals. He said many of the illegals coming across are rapists, criminals. I mean, just look at the news stories. Every day you hear about illegals killing people, committing crimes. It's a fucking fact that a lot of the illegals are criminals. But yet people spin it to say he was talking about Mexicans. No, he was talking about illegals. And he even said some of them are good people. He said, I assume some of them are good people, which they are. Some of them are, not all of them. That's why you have to vet people to keep the good ones, put the good ones in, keep the bad ones out. That's why you need a fucking wall, and not only a wall, you need border patrol, you need intelligence at the border to make sure people, bad people don't get in here. Drug dealers, criminals, rapists, killers, etc. don't get in here. And that good people, hardworking, non-criminals who actually, are like America and aren't gonna fucking, do violent shit in the streets. Like some of them have been doing, protesting Trump, and they've been fucking, destroying cop cars and shit. Those aren't the kind of people we want in this country. We want hardworking, good people who love America and who don't come in here and again cause violence, waving fucking Mexican flags in the street, and who are, that's why we don't want an open border, because we don't want to merge with Mexico. So there you go, people. Because like I said, Mexico's a hellhole. So there you go, people. There's, 5 misconceptions or 5 lies about Donald Trump there. So there you go.